Welcome everyone to our weekly group coaching session. I have so many cool things to share with you today, so it's really, really exciting. Thank you all so much for joining. All right, so today I was actually building something and I thought this is such a great example to use because I love to share with you guys everything that I'm actually doing so that you can take whatever pieces or all of it that you want to use for your own business. And what I was actually doing is preparing the system that I want to use when I go to the high level summit. So if you see me at the high level summit, you will participate in this process. But I think it's a great example just to give you an idea of how you can handle in-person events. Because a lot of times, we get business cards and then you get back to your hotel room and you've got this big stack of business cards. And of course, I've done training on this before. You can take the Lead Connector app and you can download that. And you can actually snap a picture of the business card and then it will put that into your CRM. But I want to share with you a way that they will give you their information instead of you trying to get their information and then following up with them. Okay. So I wanted to share with you this process and the entire flow and everything so that you know exactly what I'm doing. And like I said, you can benefit from this in whatever way you want to pull from this. All right. So first of all, the high level summit, if you're unfamiliar, I'm not an affiliate of this. It's already sold out. But I did want to share with you, if you ever get a chance to go, do it because it's amazing. It's a great networking opportunity. But I will say I'm most excited to see Neil Patel, and I've already seen Nick do. He was the last speaker. I know actually he wasn't the last speaker, but he was one of the speakers on the affiliate day that the top affiliates were invited to. And incredible. This guy is incredible. So anyway, all that to say, it's a really great event with a lot of, top players in the business. And so it's a really awesome opportunity. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is, let me see. Oh, the tickets. Okay. This is the main reason I wanted to show you this. You can see the tickets aren't cheap. Okay. At the VIP, definitely recommend that if you ever decide to go. Everyone who doesn't get the VIP, they always regret not getting it because of everything else that they provide for you. And then there's an additional day too. So if you took the VIP and you got the additional encore day, that's $4,000. Now you pair that with your, I know, you pair that with your plane ticket and your hotel. This is a really expensive trip. So you want to make sure that you are getting value from the trip. It's not just about sitting around and listening to people talk. You're literally walking the halls with all of these amazing people and meeting and creating partnerships and learning from other people what's working. You will meet all kinds of people at these events. And I love that it's small enough that you can have these conversations with people that you normally, they would not even notice you online. Okay. Now, when I'm at these events, I've shown you guys this before. I have a business card that I hand out. Now, this has all of my information. Now, keep in mind, everything here is automated, right? So go to my YouTube channel. That's my main thing that I promote. The reason I promote YouTube, because again, this whole process, I just want to tell you my thought process and how I do it so that you can, find a mix that works for you. But for me, when I'm out in public or I'm at events, I love to promote my YouTube channel because let's face it, when you say that you have a YouTube channel, people are they kind of feel like, whoa, like, oh, you're a celebrity or something. I mean, of course, my YouTube channel is not huge, but it does kind of give that impression. And so people are more likely to go check you out if you say, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. They want to check you out and just see, like, how many subscribers you have. Are you a big celebrity, But the goal is they're going to see all the content, all right? Of course, this is a call to action. 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 Now, the main part here, though, is the scan me part that I put a QR code on there. Now, you want to make sure that whatever QR code generator that you are using, you have the ability to edit it. Because if you're putting a QR code on printed material, the last thing you want to do is go order like 300 business cards and then realize you want to change your offer or the link that is going to. Also, what's really cool is you can add different offers to this when you're going to a specific event. Okay. So I'm going to show you my offer that I'm doing for this event here. But to create your QR code, you can actually do that inside of High Level. If you guys didn't realize that, go to QR codes and you can see I've already designed this QR code and made it pretty. But here's the important part. I can come back here and I can edit the link that this is going to. So before the event, I will change this link from my main website to the specific link that I'm going to show you today. So when we are talking about getting leads, okay, the first thing that we think of is a form. But the challenge is, how do you get them to fill out the form? Like your link can go to any page that you want it to go to, right? That QR code. You can send it anywhere that you want to. But how do you encourage them to actually fill out the form? You give them the card, cool, they scan it, but they actually have to be prompted to enter in their information. Now, I am always preaching to you guys. You've probably heard me say this 1,000 times, but every time you want someone to do something for you, you need to give them incentive and a reason to do it. Okay. So I want them to fill out this form. How am I going to get them to do that? Now, keep in mind also, you can put anything on this form, any type of relevant information that you want to add. Now, it makes sense to me for my purpose. I want to get their name and email address, but I also want to know, do they have a High Level account at the summit? Chances are they do. So I want to know the answer to this question so that I know how I can best help them. Now, once you create the form, of course, you have to create your funnel that you're going to put the form on. Okay. So you can see here is my funnel. Nice to meet you at the High Level Summit. Now, this is why you want to have a editable QR code on your business cards when you print them, because if I'm going to the SaaSpreneur event, that they have in like February, I want to change this to say, nice to meet you at the SaaSpreneur event. I mean, that's just common sense, right? Now, how am I going to get them to even scan the QR code? I'm going to say, oh my gosh, Bob, nice to meet you. Have a conversation like you do as a normal person when you're at an event, right? Now, when I'm talking to Bob, I can actually say, hey, this is all cool, and I would love to talk to you more about this. I actually have I'm doing a drawing for a free consultation. All you have to do is just fill out this form, and then on Friday, I'm going to do the drawing, and I'll do that on my YouTube channel so you can see if you won, and then, we can talk more about this that we're, whatever it is that we're discussing, okay? So the reason that I did this is because oftentimes at an event, especially a high level event where people know me, there's lots of people who want to come and talk to me. And I feel like, I kind of do feel like a celebrity, but I do love to talk to you guys. And I love to like see what everybody's doing and all of that. And I don't always have the opportunity to sit and talk to people at length. And so this is my way of having the ability to do that. Of course, I want to capture the information, but it's also just a cool thing because if you've ever been to the summit, you know that everybody's giving away free stuff. And so a free private consultation for me is a way that I can actually sit down and have those conversations with the people that I meet and to get their contact information so that I could follow back up with them. Or if they follow up with me, I know that I met them at the summit because they submitted this form. Okay. Now, the next step here, of course, let me go back here just a second. I wanted to show you the steps of this funnel because once they submit this information, they're going to go to this page here where it says, thank you for registering. And there is a placeholder for their first name. The winner will be announced Friday evening on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And you'll see I have this button. So again, I'm driving traffic to my YouTube channel, but there is a little code here that you can use. Bridget Bartlett here with My Vision 8. Sorry, let me pause that. There's a little code here that you can use. Let me try to open that again so that you see it. And if the person is not subscribed, okay, there it is. So if the person is not subscribed to your channel and they click that button, you'll see that this comes up here and it will prompt them to subscribe. So all you have to do is add this little code. Let me copy this link address. And I'm going to pull up my little cheat sheet here. And I'm going to show you what this looks like here. Okay. So to put that little code at the end of your YouTube channel, you can't do this for specific videos, only the channel. But all you have to do is add the link to your YouTube channel and then add everything from the question mark on. So it's question sub underscore confirmation equals 1. All right. Now, just adding this little code after the link to your YouTube channel is what makes that little window pop up. Okay. So that's one thing that I'm doing. And I'm also letting them know that they have a special bonus, which is access to the free community. Because remember, we always want to use our free community as the lead magnet. Of course, it makes perfect sense because I have all kinds of tutorials on high level, and I offer live coaching and open office hours and all of these amazing benefits that, again, they get as a member of the free community. But I will know also that I met them at the summit. Okay. When you're meeting all kinds of people for a whole week, it's really hard to like keep track of every single person and every name that you meet. So the last thing I'd want to do is have Bob contact me, 2 weeks later and be like, "Oh, Bridget, remember we talked about such and such?" And I have no idea. And then I see, "Oh, I met him at the summit. Okay. Yeah. Now I remember Bob." Okay. So anyway, that's my thought process with all of that. So let me X out of this. So now, once they submit the form, what happens? So I'm going to click here and go into my workflow, and I'm going to share with you the workflow I created. So of course, they're going to submit that specific form, which again lets me know I met them at the summit. I'm also going to update my opportunity pipeline, and instead of just using whatever, the custom value for source, I wanted to type in GHL Summit because I want to always remember again that I met them at the GHL Summit. Now, you'll see here that I have a spreadsheet option. So I'm using this workflow trigger to send all of the names to a Google Sheet. Now, why am I doing that? Okay. If you look at the wheel of names here that I'm going to be using when I do the drawing, the way that I can quickly add a lot of names, it tells me right here, add each name on a new line or a comma or separate with a comma. So I'm thinking, what's going to be an easy way for me to get my contacts from high level to this wheel of names tool? So I chose to use a Google Sheet. Okay. So I can map this out. So I have their full name here, which is on the form. Okay. Let me go back to my form. You can see we have full name, email address, and then I'm asking them a question. So you can see here, full name, email, and then the answer to that question. I don't necessarily have to have the answer to the question on the Google Sheet. I just wanted to show you that you can do that if that's something that you need to do. So I am attaching the Google Sheet here. All you need to do to send the data, just make sure that you have mapped out the columns here so that you can map it out in the workflow. So you'll see here, I chose my drive, the exact spreadsheet that I wanted to use, the worksheet that I want to fill in, and then the columns that I want to start and end with. So I'm starting with column A and I'm ending with column B, or I'm C, I'm sorry. So you can see starting with column A, ending with column C. Now I want to tell the system what information from the form do I want to map out in each of these areas. So for full name, I want the contact's full name. So I'm going to go here, go to contact, and I'm going to choose full name. For the email address, again, I'm going to go to contact, email, and then I'm just going to click there and it puts that custom value there. Okay. Now for the answer to this question, I'm going to go to the custom values. Again, we want anytime we create a custom value or a custom field, that's going to be found in the contact area. So I'm going to click there and then I'm going to go to the question, are you a current high level customer? Are you currently using high level? And then I will add that there. Okay, so now every time someone submits this form, it's going to send this data to the Google Sheet and it's going to fill all of that out. Then when it comes time to do the drawing, all I have to do is copy all of the first names and then I will paste it in here. And of course, it will already be each new name on a new line. And that's all I need to worry about. Then I just do the drawing and of course, record myself doing it. And then I will announce that. Okay. Of course, I will email the winner as well. And I will know their email address because they've submitted the form. It's in the Google Sheet as well. Okay. Now, the next step of that, let me go back to my workflow though. The next step of that, of course, is we want to grant them access to our group. Okay. I just told you that in the funnel, we are telling them, hey, check your email for access to our free community. Okay. So we need to grant them access to that group. Now, I also have courses that I want them to be able to access as well. So I need to grant them access to the offer that I have created that combines all of the courses that I want them to have access to. And remember, the client portal houses the community, the courses, the if you have an affiliate program, the billing and subscriptions, and all of those things are in the client portal. So all we need to do in this email here is we need to send them an email saying, hey, submission confirmed. And then we want to make sure that we are letting them know they can click here to get access. So you can see if I look at this link is the custom value for the client portal, or it's the magic link for the client portal. So they've already been granted access, and I want to give them this link. They're going to click there and then immediately have access to the client portal. It will prompt them to create a password as well. Okay. So that is the entire automation and workflow. Of course, I could build anything in here. I could send text messages and all of that. I just chose not to because of all the highly regulated text messaging in Texas, which is where the event is held. Okay. Now, the business cards. I didn't want to choose just a regular generic paper business card. I wanted to choose something that felt like a credit card, which ironically, the last event that I went to, that was the first event that I used these cards, but people held on to it because it felt like something that they didn't want to get rid of. It felt like and I had a couple people tell me that they picked up my business card thinking it was their hotel room card because it's the same like texture and all of that. Another thing is I wanted to, give them something that left an impression, which it definitely does. And I also have noticed when I give people this business card, they think that they need to give it back to me because a lot of times it looks like one of those NFC cards or, whatever. And I hate using those because I think you leave yourself vulnerable for security risks and all that. And I'm just not a fan of those. But we can use these business cards. We can choose a high quality one that leaves an impression. Also, they don't get all bent up and everything, they don't fade. It's just really, really cool. All right. So, having said all of that, I wanted to let you guys know as well that we are going to be doing the drawing here today for all of you who have commented the word quiz on last week's Friday Q&A session. So to do that, let's go ahead and do the YouTube picker here. So I've already put in the video. I've already typed in the word quiz. So let's go down here and get all of the comments. So 8 people have commented. Let's go ahead. We're going to expand this. And it is Andrea. All right. So Andrea won the private consultation from YouTube. We're going to do one more at the end of this meeting for all of you who joined today. So welcome. Another announcement that I wanted to make is the affiliate bonuses are going to be changing. So if you guys, and I've been telling you guys I'm working on a relaunch and all of that, but the affiliate bonuses will be changing. So if you are interested, if you're watching the replay, you're interested in signing up for high level, or you are an existing affiliate and you're interested in upgrading to the SaaS plan, you definitely want to do that now. So let me just explain. All of you who use my affiliate link to sign up for the 97,297, or you are an existing high-level customer that you signed up through someone else, and now you're ready to upgrade to SaaS and you're looking for an affiliate to sign up with, these are all the plans, or these are all of the options that I'm giving my affiliates currently. Now, if you guys are my complete affiliate, meaning you signed up under me as an affiliate, or what for your high level account, and you're ready to upgrade to SaaS, if you upgrade to SaaS through me as well, then you do get unlimited AI ads accounts. You also get the $100, the 100 credits a month, and then 25,000 words and 50 images. So these these are the plans that you get as a regular or a split affiliate. If you upgrade to SaaS, these are the plans here. Now, the reason I wanted to tell you that is because you'll see here soon these affiliate bonuses are going to be changing. So, regular affiliates who use my link to sign up for the 97 297 or upgrade to SaaS through my link, meaning they signed up with another affiliate, that's what makes them a split affiliate. You'll see they will not have the ability to resell the AI Ads Manager. Right now, you can do 5 sub accounts. New affiliates will not have the ability. If you've already signed up, you don't have nothing is going to change for you. You're all good. But the new affiliates will only get 1 user account, which means they will not have the ability to white label the AI ads. It's basically just account for them to use for their own business. Still get 100 credits. They will get 25,000 words and 50 images for the AI coach. They will get the Vision Social Autopilot and the live coaching and, of course, the 2-time weekly private consultation giveaways. Okay, so there's the differences of the plans. Now, having said all of that, you will also notice that soon the free community, we will no longer have free community members joining us 4 days a week. It will go down to 1 day a week. And I have told a lot of you guys who've been with me for a long time, we've had these conversations. Well, what happens when, you start growing and, there's lots of people in open office hours. And right now we're getting to a point where we have an average of like 12 to 15 people who join us. And so I really want to make sure that I'm always giving the most of my time and I am always available for the actual members of our program. So in order for me to do that, I want to definitely limit that to members only. So we're only going to be available in the free community for the live coaching and open office hours 1 day a week. Okay. So I want to stop sharing there. I want to check in with you guys and see what questions you have or comments about anything that we've talked about. Tony?
Hey, it is awesome to see you grow, Bridget, like that. I think your new plan and your affiliate plan is a long time coming. So congratulations on that. I think is fantastic. I'm glad I'm one of the guys that got in early, though. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm glad I got in early, but you're leaving a vacuum also for anybody that's paying attention, because if you're not going to be doing the 5 days a week, somebody needs to, right? I mean, I'm thinking about that,
Yeah.
but congratulations and thank you. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It is part, and it's cool that you guys have seen this whole progression because it's like if you are if you need the clients, you need to do everything that you can do to get the clients. And so up to this point, it has been really beneficial. And this is why I encourage you guys, do the 4-hour workday as many days a week as you can. Because obviously, the more contact that you have with your leads, the more converting that becomes. But once you get to this point, like where I'm at, where things are growing, it's good to take the step back from the free members and make sure that you're always providing the most value for the people who are actually contributing to your own vision, right? Like all of you guys here are paid members, which means that I earn money, I earn income in some way from all of you. So all of you deserve my attention before someone who has not done. It's like my way of reciprocating. That's what we want to do in business. It's like you guys do something for me, I do something for you. Everybody's happy, everybody wins, and we always want to keep that in the forefront of our minds for sure. Right?
Hey, once again, you are like doing exact same thing I was doing. I'm getting prepared too, and I decided to get like the plastic cards. I have the poker chips I was gonna do, but I thought I needed some cards because a lot of people want a card. So
Mhm.
yeah, so what does Vistaprint charge for those cards? Those plastic ones
I think I paid like it was less than $200.
for 100 cards?
Let me, if I can sign in here without too much trouble, I'll tell you
The reason
exact.
I ask is because I actually was going the route of doing the NFC
Uh-huh.
cards. So I bought a bunch of blank NFC cards, and I actually bought a printer. I bought a card printer.
Oh, okay.
And today, it's funny because today, myself, as I was printing these really cool design cards, I started putting a card together for you. I was going to give you one, say, hey, look at this is cool. And here I first thing when I sign up, you got your card laid out there. I'm like, oh my God.
Was yours cooler than mine?
I don't know. I can show you what my cards look.
Okay. Yeah. So I was able to log in here, so I'll tell you. So at the beginning of this year, I ordered 250 cards and I paid 174.40.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad for those types of cards anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used Vistaprint a lot and I did shop around thinking like, because I was, like you think about business cards and then you think of the NFC or whatever those cards are and just all the different options that you have available. But of everything that I looked into, I just felt like Vistaprint with the credit cards, it makes more sense. And I do not like those digital cards. I like to give someone something tangible that they have in their hand that when they get back to their hotel room, it's sitting on their counter and they're looking at it every day. And the reason that I changed my mind about that because I was all about the digital business cards. Before the last event I went to, I actually had a QR code that I used on my phone as the lock screen. So I could just literally hold my phone up and then they could take a picture of it. But the problem is that it's like they don't have anything tangible. And so when the event before last, I came back from that event and the people who had given me business cards, they're still to this day sitting on my desk. And so after like a few months of those business cards sitting on my desk, and I am a tidy person, so it's not because, but after a few months of those business cards sitting on my desk, I had this like light bulb moment of that's why you have business cards. Because I want my business card to be sitting on everyone's desk months later, looking at them every single day. So it just makes perfect sense. Go ahead.
The cool ones will stand out, right?
Yeah.
Ones with the
Yeah.
plastic.
Yeah.
Right.
And people have tried to give me the business card back because they just felt like it was so nice that that it was one of those like permanent ones.
Yeah. So yeah, I got into I don't know. I went down a rabbit hole and said, you know what? Let me get the NFCs. They're not that much more. I bought a bunch of blank NFCs,
Mhm.
and I bought a printer because I actually I do security like access systems.
Mhm.
Customers. I have a few big customers, and they're always asking me for new key fobs or whatever. So I decided I'm going to start printing IDs for their employees, and they
Cool.
it. So yeah, I charge $10 a piece, and it's not bad. It cost me $2 to make a card.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a little side hustle, side hustle.
Yeah. Would be a great lead magnet.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it
yep,
could.
perfect.
What about that too?
Yeah.
I have a client who's giving out these cards, the NFC cards to restaurants.
Mhm.
He's going to be giving out one for each server, and whoever they're going to have like a competition, whoever gets the most reviews. So each QR code or NFC is unique to that server, and it tracks it in high level. It's
Oh,
a
that's cool.
third party product. You probably heard of him, Smart Scripts. Guy Jason from Smart Scripts. He has a restaurant system. It's phenomenal, and yeah, it does that. So yeah, for the restaurant clients, it's a good thing too because you can
Yeah.
goes out any review type of thing. You can throw them in a wherever, and they just scan a phone and they get reviews.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're awesome and they definitely have a place. Let me just tell you what I don't like about them. There was an event that I went to that everyone was talking about. There were like internet issues and that someone had hacked into the system. Okay. And so there were all kinds of things that were happening. And this person walked up to me and they wanted to do that, like where you share the contact or whatever. And I was like, you know, I could probably do that, but I'm just like, I just felt so weird about it. And I just felt like, is she so techie that she's created something to just steal all my information off the phone because
Oh,
I like these things are possible, right? And so that triggered my intrigue of like how all of that stuff works. And then I had a few other people who were like doing, using those cards. But the thing that I don't like about those particular cards is one, I never use my phone for anything for business. And so I never want to take someone's card info and then I never want to use that. But also, I like the idea of giving them something tangible,
right.
like what I was saying. So, yeah.
And it's scary, the NFC stuff. They have like these things to program them.
Mhm.
And this one machine, it's like $38. You can literally just scan someone's card and then get a blank card and copy it to their in seconds. So hotel room keys. You can go up to a hotel room key, just go clone and copy it onto a card.
Wow.
It's scary.
You're talking
Um,
about that flipper thing?
No, it's if you look up NFC card cloner or whatever on Amazon, you'll see like this. I don't know. It's like a handheld thing. It's got it's got an LCD screen, but it's scary. Yeah, you could and you could even do it with your phone. Like I can do it. I have the NFC app on my phone now, and I've been programming cards. But you could do the same thing. You can copy a card, and if you get up and walk away, and you happen to leave your hotel key sitting there for whatever reason, somebody could just clone it and have your key.
yeah, that's really scary.
It's scary.
And, especially like it's especially scary for me because I do worry about like being a woman traveling alone. I do worry about these types of things. I also worry because I have had death threats before. I have had to go file a police report and a report with the FBI because I have had death threats. And so it's, having like a follow I hate saying followers because it sounds so like cultic or something, but when you have like, people know who you're an influencer, I guess. It's just, man, it's the world is so scary. So you just can't be too careful. And every time I get off an elevator or something, I'm like looking around, like I don't want anybody knowing what room I'm in. It's a weird world we live in.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody actually sent me the about the death threat thing. They actually sent me a picture of my home
Oh wow.
with really nasty messages that I won't repeat, but yeah, totally
What,
telling me.
not
Bas
help him or something like that, or did not give him? Why did he want to kill you?
No, I think it was either sharing my faith or my political beliefs online. It was also during the time that, everybody was like blowing up Teslas and doing all of this stuff. And I have a picture online of me with my two Teslas that I won. And so I think it was partly because of that, but the message was CEO's house, huh? Something like be careful what you say online or stop talking online or something like that to me. So it was really cryptic and disgusting.
Scary. You packing? You got heat at home?
Of course, I live in Indiana.
I was
We
just,
all do. And I know how to use it.
all
So
right.
I'm good. Yeah. Yep. It is terrible. I'm seeing in the comments. It is terrible, but that's just the world we live in, and it doesn't scare me at all. I mean, I'm protected by Jesus. I'm not worried about any crazy who. And it's a weird thing. When you're a fighter like I am, all it does is just make me want to talk more and share more. So it really accomplished nothing except a fuel, putting fuel in my fire.
I think a lot of people are like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys have any other questions or anything for me? Anything you want to discuss?
Oh, when's the happy hour down in the Bridget Bartlett sponsored happy hour in Texas?
I I honestly, I've thought about doing something like that.
I used to do them when I went, and that was we held back on doing like regular events, like official sanctioned events,
Mhm.
and kind of did these like happy hour event. Like you can actually set one up on your card or whatever, and be like, "Hey, join us at this time at 7 o'clock at this bar, whatever," and you'll get people. And nothing's more powerful than face to face. That was our biggest like moneymaker was during those events. We would get 13, 14 people sometimes. and that was when our clients were worth $50,000 each. Back then we were in the enterprise space.
Yeah, I like that. I just honestly, I it's like I was describing. I'm definitely like a celebrity at these events, so I'm kind of like there's all kinds of like special things that like as affiliates that they like invite us to, like there's a special lunch and like all of these other things. And then if you're a VIP at the events, high level, I mean, they have the most fun events I've ever been to. They're sincerely fun to go to. And so it's kind of like, and it's so packed, like the schedule is. I literally was copying the high level like agenda into my calendar with all the other special events. And it's literally like 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. packed full in the schedule.
Where did
So
you get the calendar?
I'm sorry.
Where did you get the calendar with the events already?
It's on the website. Let me show you here.
The website, yeah, because I haven't started to do that yet.
Yeah, I actually just did that because the affiliate team had messaged me and asked if I wanted to be a part of something that they were doing. And so I was like, oh, interesting. If you got to the agenda up here, you'll see like here on Monday, here are the things. And then we have on Tuesday, here's all the events here. And then Wednesday and Thursday. So you can just toggle through there and see the different times.
Cool.
Definitely most exciting
I
here.
did the VIP thing too, so I didn't want to be outside looking in.
Oh, yeah. Did you get this one too?
No, I didn't. I think that's sold out. That one was
It,
sold out when I got it. I'm like, good
yeah.
thing.
They're all sold out now. So we're lucky we got our tickets.
Yep.
Tony, you have a question or a comment?
Yeah. When in your video you were showing that you plug a link in the back of your YouTube link.
Yep.
Okay. Actually, this is two questions. I don't know, like, where do you plug that other link? Like, exactly where do you go to plug that in your YouTube site?
What do you mean by plug it in?
That's what I don't understand. You said that you attach that, you attach
Oh, oh,
yeah,
I just added a button to that page. Let me go back here and I'll show you. Let me actually go into the site. Do that. And in case you guys are wondering, let me draw your attention to this here. Okay. Because I know a lot of people ask about like subdomains and redirects and all that stuff. In this case, because it is like me and not my vision agency, even though they're one and the same, I decided to use bridgetbartlett.com. Okay. Now, I also wanted to use a subdomain. So this is event.bridgetbartlett.com. If you guys go in here and you fill out this form, you're not going to get entered into the drawing. It's not getting added there. So don't waste your time doing that. But this is what I decided to use as a subdomain because we need to attach a domain. So it's better to use subdomains for things that are temporary or like for lead gen or something like that. Okay. Now, going into the thank you page, what you just asked here, let's open this up and I'll show you. I just added a button with the link to the YouTube channel and then added that special code there. So I'm going to click on that button and we'll scroll down here and you can see this is the link to my YouTube channel. And then I just added the question mark sub underscore confirmation equals 1.
got it. All right. And how did you connect the Google documentation?
Oh, the Google Sheet.
Yeah, the Google Sheet. Is there like a,
Yeah.
a webhook that you need to set that up or?
No, there's actually just a step in the workflows. Let's go to.
Actually, now, Bridget, when you go onto workflows, there's a little question there. When you go to create a new workflow,
Uh,
thing there that says connect your Google Sheet. So they're kind of like pushing that a lot.
oh, really?
Go to create a new workflow and see what I'm talking about. Well, where they have the AI thing now?
Yeah.
Start from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
Just start from scratch. Build a workflow.
Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely do that.
All right, what was
Let me
that?
go. Let me go into, if you choose like you build using AI, you'll see the add to Google Sheet down here, like as it scrolls through.
Oh, okay.
Also appears when you go build it from scratch.
Yeah. So let's let me find my actual, okay, GHL Summit leads. All right, so here is my step here, right here, but let me just start here like I didn't add it. So I'm just going to choose Google Sheet. And then here, we just want to choose what do you want to happen with the Google Sheet. So we're going to create a spreadsheet row. I'm going to choose my Google account. I'm going to choose the drive I want this to be added on and the specific spreadsheet, which I've called GHL Summit Leads. And then I want to choose the worksheet. Okay, so you'll see here, the spreadsheet is GHL Summit Leads, Sheet 1. If I go over here, you'll see GHL Summit Leads, Sheet 1 down here. That's what it's asking.
That is
So,
so cool.
yeah, so then we're going to choose here what's the beginning column and the last column. So we're starting at 1 and we're ending at C. We're starting at A and ending at C. And you'll see that here, A column, C column. So it's basically saying, I want to map out all the data between A and C. So that's what we're answering here. Now, here are the 3 columns that I have on the sheet. So since I told it what sheet, it knows, okay, you're starting with A, ending with C. Now, what information do you want us to put in each of those columns? And that's where you use the custom values to map it out. So full name, contact email. And then if you want the answer to that question, you'll just go to custom fields and then you'll choose, let me type in GHL, or I think it is, are you currently using GHL? And then you just save action. And that's what this step is that I already created here, right there. No webhooks, no nothing. It is a premium action though. So high level charges for those, unless you have like the premium action plan where you don't get charged for each individual premium action.
That's cool.
Martina?
Yeah, it was a quick question. I know some time ago you were using a link out of your Google Sheets and it had something to do with the YouTube video and posting. Is that still an actionable, I guess, tutorial or course that we can follow? Because I know it was doing some sense of an automation in your workflow prior to you actually publishing the 4-hour workday.
Oh, yeah, I think you were talking about like when I was adding the YouTube videos to a Google Sheet.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I was actually using Zapier for that, so that's a different setup. So you would just have to go to Zapier and then say every time a new video gets added to this channel or playlist, then send that data to a Google Sheet.
And so when it was sending it to the Google Sheet at that time, what was the reasoning or where was it dispersing to?
I was actually uploading that to a custom GPT to make my videos searchable. But the problem that I had with that is I had to, one, remember to keep updating it every time, like a new week, I would have to go back and update it. And
Mhm.
then the problem was I had so many videos that it was not finding them very well. And so I
Okay.
actually went through the process of creating another custom GPT. I was using Python, and I had all these automations, but even still, it was like not acting right. It was not like, I think just so many videos, it
Mhm.
just was having a hard time really finding the videos correctly, and then links would be broken and all kinds
Oh,
of stuff.
okay. So that's what for some reason, I felt like it had something to do with an automation step that dealt with loading to the YouTube channel. I said, before I keep thinking that and go down this rabbit hole of finding that, let me just ask you. And so because I haven't pivoted completely over to Descript yet, we're still just downloading the videos straight from StreamYard. I've been manually right now going and uploading them to YouTube because I really wanted to go through a spell of time so I could see the difference between a video upload and the difference between streaming from StreamYard to the live. Because one thing I notice is that when a person lands on your YouTube channel, they don't always know that there's a menu. And
Mhm.
they don't always see there's a difference between your live videos, your playlist, or your regular videos. And if you don't have that set up on your homepage, to see your different playlists, they don't even know to click that menu. And
Mhm.
so that's why I started using the videos button instead of the live, because for some reason I felt like they just weren't going over far enough to get to the lives. And I said, wait a minute, I think she said something about some type of systematic way that her videos come out of Descript and go on. So right now I'm still manually doing that step, but at some point I will pivot over to Descript because number one, I like the eye contact. One place I got hung up on that, and maybe you can help me with that, is when I tried to do Descript, it always said put in your script. And I'm like, if I'm recording this live, I don't have a script, or am I thinking backwards? Should I just go ahead and record it live, that it'll give me the script, then I'm able to edit that script from the video I just made? Or do I just need to go find the script and start in that course and go through your teaching for that?
Yeah, I would say probably review that training there because just to answer the question about YouTube, you can't create a video on Descript and then upload it to YouTube. So that's always going to be a manual process, and it's what I do
Okay.
now manually. I
Okay.
upload the video to YouTube. But as far as using Descript, I'm so hesitant every time I'm live in a meeting to pull up Descript because it hijacks my mic and my
I
camera,
understand.
and it's so like intermittent. I never really know when it's going to do it, and then it's kicked me out of the meeting. It's crazy what happens. But
Well, this part
um,
right that you just gave was helpful because I just assumed that it was some kind of automation that was happening, which is why I was thinking I need to hurry and pivot away from StreamYard because I am manually downloading and then going to YouTube and uploading. So if that's still going to be a step, then I need to go back and watch the Descript video to get more clarity on how I can edit that video using the scripts, because I thought that was a really good thing. And then also the eye contact, which is not really a big deal for me right now, but I'm glad to know that that is still a manual step. Okay.
yeah, so Descript, the part that is awesome with Descript is the editing, the ability to edit from a so you upload your video, it transcribes the video so that you have the transcript, and then you can edit the video from the transcript. That's the thing that I absolutely love. Also love about Descript how you can adjust the audio so it sounds like a studio instead of, kind of echoey or like having background noise and things like that. Definitely love that. Another thing that I also love about Descript is when you're using the AI capability, you can create a YouTube description. And I actually have like my own GPT for the YouTube description because I feel like it's better, more like SEO. I can control the data more, but I still generate that description because it creates the timestamps. And Descript does it so much better than just trying to like add your transcript into some AI because it doesn't have the timing right. So
Okay.
I'll use my own custom GPT for the titles and the descriptions and the tags and all that stuff. But I do take the timestamps from Descript and then use that in the video.
Okay. Okay. All righty. I'm just trying to, of course, not make it such a large learning curve for me to go from a platform I've worked on for 5+ years, even though I do see the value in Descript, because I tried to do that small pivot a little while ago and it was overwhelming. But just to know that it is still a manual, step, even though bells and whistles are over there, I'll have a look at that training because that did become much more clear now. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. Andrew?
Afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, two quick things, Bridget. I had something similar to what you have, but the issue is, do you create, say, you know already you're going to Summit, so you just created that workflow for it. How do you dynamically, on the fly, say you ended up somewhere that you never really planned to go, a group of persons that you've met, business people, can you on the fly change that, like with your app on your phone? Can you activate that workflow you just did? Or you have
So what I do in between events, it's like obviously for that 1 week, I'm going to have the link on that QR code is going to be that event link. But after the event, I will change that to my main website. But that's why it's so important to have a QR code that you can edit. So if you're using like Canva or something like that to create your QR codes, you won't be able to edit that. So you'll just be stuck with that QR code going to that same link, and you would have to then go and just change the content on that link if you wanted to.
Yeah, I kind of came in late, so you had a QR code with this.
Yeah, there's my business card has a QR code on the back. Let me just show you here.
Oh,
So
and it
looks
will
like-
push them to pushes them to this workflow.
yeah, so here's my business card front and back. There's the
Yeah.
QR code
Yeah.
inside of high
You didn't
level.
give me one when I met you, did you? I'm not seeing it.
I didn't.
I'm not sure. I'm not seeing one. And
I
yet,
probably did give you one,
but my
Andrew.
business cards are very important, as you said. I can
Yeah.
right on my desk, I can go through. So people always
Yeah.
tell me, "Where's your card?" I try to
Yeah.
look techy by doing a QR code thing, but I can see. Okay.
See, this is all you have to do. So, like, I'm going to the event. This is my same QR code.
Yeah,
This is my QR code here inside of High Level. All I have to do is just swap out that link. So when I'm getting ready to leave for the event, I will change the link here, going to the offer for the
Yeah.
summit. And then when I get back, I'll change the link again.
Got thanks.
During that week, I'll have it as the event.
Yeah, I'm gonna do cards. I really was planning to do so, definitely. Second thing, quickly.
Which side note, you could, instead of saying like here in the funnel, instead of saying thanks or whatever that first page was, instead of saying it was nice to meet you at the summit, you could just say it was nice to meet you. And then have that be your
Oh, so you gave us this. This is you have given us this?
no, I just was saying like on your funnel, if you
But
if
I
you
thought
didn't
this
want to
was a
say
snapshot you gave us.
what do you mean?
I'll rewatch and rebuild. Secondly,
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't give you this workflow.
think about it. The next, if you say, Bridget, say I approached you and said, okay, Bridget, you offer, say you offer just, say you offer any service, tech services, like in Jamaica, there are people who just resell Microsoft and Google Workspace and other stuff, do hands-on tech. Suppose I approach you and said, okay, I'm looking at a JV. What I'll do is give you a high level, basically free to your clients at a low price, really, no charge, really, or probably a little bump on them, but it's to benefit you to make it be a value added on to your clients. How do I get you in my high level? But when your clients sign on, because I'm going to give you a 20% commission for everyone who we sell something, another service. How do I get you in my high level? But when your clients sign on, it's your brand they're seeing, but they're really my client and your clients, without giving you an agency sub account. If I'm clear, you got it?
Yeah, so what you'd have to do then, you would have to okay, so you're not asking for the technical setup of how you would do that. You're asking like how you would approach the
No,
JV
no, no.
partnership.
It's actually the technical setup to give you a sub account with your own branding. I can do, but how do I get people to sign up through you? But it's really through me, because they're your clients, and I'm giving you this value add to them. But then in the mix, we make them offer to upgrade to. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I think that until the option to have multiple brands, I think that's going to be really complicated because even if you go after they've made the purchase and they sign up, they're going to see your brand until you white label it with their brand. So there's no way of like setting up the second brand. What I would do though is I would just offer them your affiliate link and allow them to create their own high level account, and then you're still earning 40% commission.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to be selling them another tool.
Mhm.
I want they have their captive audience.
Mhm.
I want to offer them a value added on to their clients. because I'm gonna get pushback there. I feel
Mhm.
so. That's why I
Why don't
didn't.
you just create an affiliate program for your software and your solution, and then they can become an affiliate and earn commission when someone signs up with your link?
That's another way. But the angle I wanted was something that will cost you very little, but in the eyes of your clients, it's a value added on that costs them little, and then we'll be able to build out based on their needs. I think it's more impactful that way, but yeah, I could try that. Just that it's a harder sell. If I could get past the technicalities, because I need to execute it when it.
Mhm.
If I get buy in, and I will, because we have legacy people who are doing the usual things. They're not agencies really, or some of them are agencies, but they deal mainly with radio and offline stuff mainly. So that's the country I'm in. That's the major thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the issue you're gonna have.
Yeah, I'm gonna mull over it a bit and try and test and see.
Now you could have like some type of special offer, like let's say Dr. Bob, if he refers, uh inside the affiliate management system, you could create like special offers. Like if let's say everyone that, Andrew, you'll be my affiliate. And then every time you refer someone, I'm going to give them, or they can enter a promo code so that I know that it goes to you. And those people will have a 10% discount. Whereas if they go to my website and just sign up, they won't have it. You could set something like that up using the affiliate program inside of your sub account.
Okay, I'm just gonna see the different steps and work it out and then execute and see what happens. Just test.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
just do something and test it.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Manolo,
Oh, how you doing?
I'm good.
Going back to the Google Sheet in the workflow that you set up,
Mhm.
you said it's a premium feature.
Mhm.
That's a premium feature for Go High Level, or do you have to have a premium feature in Google Workspace as well?
No, it's a premium workflow. So let me get into my workflow.
Yeah,
here.
but if you don't have like the unlimited, they sell you, they charge you per instant. Am I right? Per case.
Yeah, anything that you see marked here with this little crown is a premium action. And so it does incur charges per execution. So if you click here, oh, I see. It'll explain that to you. But there is like a I don't know if I could find it right off the bat, but there is an article that talks about like these different plans. Like it used to be that you would just pay per execution and it's still cheaper than Zapier. But now they have like, which I have like, I think it's $15 a month and you get like so many executions. So it would be like using this feature or any of these others in here. So copying a contact or sending data to Slack, any of these with the little crown, that's what those premium features are.
Okay, I'll find it. Thank you.
Bridget, a quick thing, as you just passed custom Webflow, what's the difference between the custom Webflow and the regular, no, Webhook and the other Webhook?
Well, I'll show you. So let's look for webhook. I'll show you the difference here. So we have the webhook here. And this is if you want to post or get information and then paste the webhook here. You can also use these custom headers and all of that. Now, the other one is a custom webhook where honestly, it's really kind of hard to explain here. It's basically more advanced here. I don't really know how to explain the differences, but I think it's just the way that this gets utilized. So I have some like third-party tools, for example, that I have to use this feature for, and I have to like add the auth token and things
Oh,
like
that
that.
I see that. I see the difference. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
API keys and all of that.
Yeah.
Yes. I've never really explored. I had to do something and I was guessing between, is it a custom webhook or is it a regular? I didn't know and I never got
Yeah.
the details. Okay, now I know.
There you go. All right, guys, we are over time. Man, time flies when you're having fun. We definitely need to spin the wheel here and do the drawing for everyone who joined us today. So let me go ahead and enter in your names here. So we have Martina and Andrea and Andrew and Tony and Frankie and Keith and Manolo and Ray and Sandy. All right, I'm going to call them out one more time. Make sure that I didn't forget anyone. I'm going to share my screen here. And actually, let me stop sharing because I want to share with sound so you guys can hear all the cool cheers that this little app does. All right. All right, so let me know if I did not call your name or I do not call your name. Martina, Andrew, Andrea, Tony, Frankie, Keith, Manolo, Ray, and Sandy. Did I miss anyone? Going once, twice? All right. Now let me go ahead and expand this. And for all of those watching the replay, for all of our members who ever join us for the Friday sessions, does get their name entered into the drawing to win a free private consultation. So if you're a member, you actually have 2 chances to win every single week. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Again.
Double up.
Wow. Somebody is blessed. Need to buy a lottery ticket today or something. All right, Andrea, I will send you the link when we're done here. Did you guys have any other questions or anything for me before we go? All right. Well, you have an awesome weekend. If you have any training suggestions for next week, feel free to pop them in the community and I'll see if I can oblige. Anything you're struggling with, definitely let me know. All right. You guys have an awesome weekend and I will see you all on Monday. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.